Hello, it's not Monday, it's Tuesday. We had a long weekend, or most of it did anyway. Americans and I think the English had a long weekend this weekend. So we're back to work Tuesday. Some of it didn't have a day off yesterday. In Belgium, it wasn't a vacation. So anyway, we've got a load to cover for the early birds. I'm saying it was a vacation yesterday. We had meetings nearly all day yesterday. And we're coming up with a team plan. The early birds, if you don't know who we are, I'm going to share my screen because I'm sure you don't want to look at my face. And I'll go through my tabs. I've got everything ready today. If I can get a thumbs up just off somebody that I'm sharing my screen. Okay, smashing. Right, early birds. What are we, or who are we? We're a team build group, just a group of normal people who are working together to try and get some results online. If you're not working as a team, you're not going to make it. It doesn't matter whose team you're in. Preferably you're in our team. But just a heads up, if you want to earn, go on online marketing or try and earn some extra income online, working by yourself is a hard job. It really is a hard job. And the only way really to get some good results is working in a group, maximizing everybody's efforts. So anyway, early birds, I'll stick the link below or above the video, depending on where you're watching the video. It could be YouTube or Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter. It could be anywhere. So there'll be two links. One link will be the earlybirdsteambuild.com. And from that page, you can get everywhere. You've got the Facebook group. You can see the team builds, marketing tools, media center, where all the help videos are. You'll see, you can get everything from there. I'll also stick the link, the second link to the Facebook group, just as a quick shortcut. If you need any help on any subject on this page, just pop in there. Somebody will help you. I do sleep. I just want to say something as well. When someone sends us a personal message, don't get offended if I don't answer you straight away. Sometimes I'm asleep. And I wake up and I get short messages because I haven't replied. I know I do. I spend a lot of time online. I do this full time. But just remember, I have time zones. We've got people in America. We've got people all over the world. And sometimes they get frustrated if you don't answer straight away. But if I'm not around, just go to the Facebook group. I would say 99.9% of the time there'll be somebody online globally in the Facebook group to answer a question if you get stuck with something. So 3-step team build. This is what we're concentrating on at the minute. And I want to cover this. I'm not going to cover the team builds as such. You can go to the Facebook group or you can go to the earlybirdsteambuild.com. Visit our 3-step team build page. It'll take you to, I've got all my tabs, I'm well prepared today. It'll take you to our little splash page video. Watch that. Click the numbers to view the team builds. In the video, it tells you that, the startup prices, but all our members, or most of our early bird members, are in all 3 programs, and we're all promoting as a team, like a team effort. If anybody wants one of these pages, obviously, it'd be beneficial to join these programs first. Click submit your details, give us the links, and then we'll make you a page and email it back. There's a little video at the bottom, just to explain, a little bit about the page. But this is one way we're collecting Facebook pixels, like an audience. We'll go through that later on. The programs 1, 2, and 3. Just a quick rundown. Team Builder BTC is owned by the early birds. It's an advertising platform where people are buying network ads. Just a heads up, the big bird, because we've got the network ads on more sites and more splash pages and more landing pages and whatever, the text ads are getting more views. So I haven't changed the main page because I don't know how long it's going to last, to be honest. So I've doubled the network text ads for the big bird for now. So they're 10,000. But again, I think I'll just leave that as is, as far as advertising what people are purchasing, to see if the traffic, stays, because we get spikes in traffic and then the traffic drops, and I don't want somebody to start complaining, you know, they've got 10,000 and they're not getting enough views. But these are just small cyclers, and we bought the script for this program as a feeder into the other program. So somebody who doesn't want to spend like $100 or $50 on a program, they can start. I think that's around what, $7, $8, depending on the price of Bitcoin. And it's just a one by two cycler. There's no profit in there. I think we make as the early birds, something like 35 cents a transaction, which doesn't even cover the server fees. Because I had somebody insinuate something the other day, and I said, yeah, there's the figure, so you go and work it out. This is literally a service for the early birds to get network text ads out and about. You know, the ads what we place here go on all the different sites from the early birds. The second program is Crypto Builder, $20 one-time buy-in, automated system. It's one of those programs, like, you ever had these emails where you say, oh, you've made a commission and it's a program you forgot about? It's a long-term program. It's not fast money, but it's a stable program. And the early birds, we've picked 3 programs for our 3-step team build. So you don't have to have a direct referral to make a commission. And that's what all these 3 have in common. You don't need a direct to get some results in this. It's a team build. You don't need a direct to get results in this, again, from the team build. And this one, happy travels. Don't let the name confuse you. Give it a look over. But again, you don't need directs to receive commissions. So all 3 programs have something in common. Obviously, we want people to get referrals, you know, so the team build grows. But it's not what all 3 programs, you don't need a direct referral to actually get a result. This one has got loads going for it. There's loads of news on this today. So what we had a discussion yesterday, a long discussion, three or four discussions in fact. We come up with a team plan because we understand that there's some people are going to listen to this and say, yeah, Jim, this is old news, we know this. But we've got a lot of people in the early birds who and I forget this sometimes as well, they come in on the internet, they don't know anything about online marketing, they don't know anything where to advertise, they don't know any strategy plans, and trying to explain how to build a pixel list and Google Analytics and mailing lists, and, you know, it's literally mind-blowing. So what we did was we'll come up with a team plan to help. Basically, we're a team. It's not join the early birds and sit and watch the screen and then a few members do the work. But we want to guide some members on how to get some results as a team, to work as a team. So anyway, if you pop over the early birds, and again, the link will be below or above the video, go to files, and then look for this file, team plan. It should be the one at the top because it's the last file loaded. Look for the team plan. When you click team plan, I'll just close some of these tabs. When you click team plan, we've made out a way that we can all maximize our efforts as a team. So we're going to do this every day. So every member who's part of the team, who's a team player, and I'm going to explain what we're going to do and why we're doing it and what we're going to get out of it as a team. Some people are always suspicious and they think there's always an ulterior motive. But basically, what we want to do is, for this one, the traffic plan, social media, this is a clickable link. And we're going to post this. Team players, should we say, the ones who are, you know, the grafters. There's always going to be people who join and just sit and stare at the screen. We can't do anything about that. But the team players, twice a day, obviously depending on your time zones, you know, I wouldn't do them all together, maybe once in the morning and once in the evening or something. We'll copy this link, and this will change probably daily. So every day we'll have to go in the file section, look at the team plan and just check, you know, copy this link. The clickable image post, we'll post it twice a day in 5 Facebook groups. Any Facebook group you want. No more than 5, because Facebook obviously You don't want to go into jail. But, you know, a lot of people, how can I say this? A lot of people are limited on the knowledge of where to post and how to post. So we're trying to guide, and if everybody's doing the same thing, this image is going to be plastered all over the place, but by many people. So Facebook is not going to go and ban Tony or Richard or Peter or Paula. We're doing 5 maximum, absolutely no more than 5 groups in one session, and only do it twice a day, but spread it out if time allows. Some people don't, you know, spend a lot of time in front of the computer, but if you're on the computer, at least once a day. And I'm going to show you what happens. So if we just right click and copy the image, okay, and then we'll nip over. This is some of my Facebook groups. So I'll just find the group what I haven't done. Let's have a look. Let's find it. These are a list of my favorites. So typical. How about Jim? Sort yourself out. Work from home. There you go. So pop over there, and this does work. I'm going to show you later on in this video. People are not sure it works, and this is what the team build's about: sharing information with each other and building. So when you paste the image, when you paste the URL, sorry, the image pops up. Then delete the image, and then post. We'll just do that in 5 groups and then stop. But if everybody's doing it, and obviously nobody will be doing it exactly the same time over the day, because we've got different time zones. People who visit all these groups are going to see that image all over the place. Tomorrow we'll change the image. So you just go in the file section, just copy whatever image is there. What that'll do is get the eyes. It's all about numbers. Internet marketing is about numbers. And working by yourself, doesn't matter how good you think you are, how good I think I am. If I'm working by myself, my results is not going to be the same as a team working together. Now, you just imagine every member in the early birds, and we've got something like 1,750 members. I wish they were all active, to be honest. Can you imagine if every one of those posted that 5 times a day, twice a day? The attraction, because, you know, people get used to seeing it. It doesn't matter whose link they click. When they click that link, it goes to the rotator from the early birds for Happy Travels. It's not Jim's link. Jim's link, you'll never see Jim's link because I've got my 4 signups. So I'll go to the rotator. I'll cover a little bit more about the rotator in a minute. So going back to the travel plan, that's the first one. Also, we're going to go to Google+, LinkedIn, and Twitter. So again, I'll just go to Google+, I'll paste the image. I'll do this maybe once a day or twice a day. Let the image load. And then just delete the URL. And also, just a tip, when you're on Google+, if you just quickly go through, find somebody's link, what you know, and I know I seen one for Richard earlier on. People, I think, forget about Google+, and Google+ has some good results. If you see somebody's post, you know, give it a, like, obviously that's mine, so somebody's give me a +1. But I know I seen one of Richard's earlier, because I give it a +1. But you get the idea, you know, find somebody who you know, and just give them, it's like a like on Facebook, just you know, same scenario, and it gets more, the more +1s it gets, the more traction, vision it gets. LinkedIn, if you're in LinkedIn, not everybody is, same scenario, paste the image. You only have to do this once or twice a day, spread over the day. Post, that's it. Delete the URL, post, and it's done. That's it. So that's, you know, the social media side of it. Twitter is a little bit different. You might have to save the image on your computer, and, you know, upload the image, because on Twitter it doesn't show the image, it just shows the writing. Twitter's a bit behind. So anyway, the traffic plan. What we're trying to do, this video, this live is going to be a lot of waffling, to be honest, but we need to sort ourselves out as far as a strategy. Be truthful, traffic exchanges, I haven't done a great deal with them in the past, but some of our members, swear by them, and we've got the screaming Jim. We've got obviously internet marketing is about getting as many eyes on the prize. So you've got email marketing. You've got to build a list. I build a list via the programs, but not. It takes a long time to build a list. So you've got social media, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and so on. Then you've got normally what's happening is people are posting on Facebook, risking getting sent to jail. So we're trying to minimize it, 5 in the morning, 5 in the evening. And the next part of the strategy is traffic exchanges. So what we want to do is we've set up a plan. We've already tested it a little bit. To be honest, we were working, I think, till 3 o'clock this morning, working out what we're going to do and how we're going to do it. So what we're trying to do as a team is get the early birds. Like on these traffic exchanges, you've got people clicking all day. And I've been watching, like yesterday and today, I've been doing it myself as a test. And I've been watching on certain exchanges, we can get our faces as the early birds, get the faces into them. So it's like literally every traffic exchange they're going to go to, they're going to see the early birds plastered all over the place. If we all work as a team, it's not going to cost you 1 cent. It's not going to cost you 1 cent. I don't want anyone to pay for this. Before anyone starts rambling, this is not a pitch as a sale. I do not want anybody to spend any money. And what we're going to do as a plan, we've put 4. This is the URL. What we're going to promote. So what I've done is I've joined all of those 4. I was already in Traffic Ad Bar. I've joined these 4. I've paused all my other sites and only put this website as a promotion, which is the earlybirdsteambuild.com, which is this site. So on all these traffic exchanges, if we all do what we're doing, and I've been watching the stats all day like a lunatic, people are gonna see the early birds all over the place. We're gonna advertise, like that's what pops up. This area here, right, on the traffic exchange. So people are gonna see on all these traffic exchanges for free, the early birds, 3-step team build. They're going to start. The first thing what happens is we'll collect Facebook pixel direct. And how we do that? Actually, I've just thought of something. I haven't put me notice. Oh yes, I have. There's a pop-up. You've got to have a special policy to say that you're collecting Facebook pixels and whatever. So when someone lands on this page, we're collecting the Facebook pixel as an audience to retarget them for the paid ads. So as our members are all going to these traffic exchanges, loading this page, and again, we understand some people are market as full-time, some people do it a couple hours a day, some people do it a couple hours a week. But at least, when you're online, just pop over. And I'll go through this later on. I did a little test in it. I thought we're going to get away with this, 4. Maybe we could do 5, I don't know. But again, we're going to test these for 1 week till Sunday. So we started yesterday. There was 4 or 5 who started it yesterday. And we're going to run it for a week. And if everybody plays the game as a team, we're going to get analytic results to help us figure out where to spend our money from the ad spots. Because the ad spots, and each of the 3 programs will have ad spots where the early birds purchases positions. The money those spots make, we use that money for paid ads. But I'll be honest, I don't know if these are worth spending any money on. I honestly don't know. So as a team, we need to figure it out. And it's not about, there's two things. We're going to get the early birds in people's faces. Obviously, they're interested in internet marketing because they're clicking away these traffic exchanges. So it gets the eyes on the early birds. We want them in the Facebook group. It gets the eyes on the 3-step team build. And it also helps us figure out, by the analytics, is it any good? Is it worth spending any money? Because the ad spot's money is limited. It's not never ending, but we don't want to waste it. So this is the way to figure it out. Not everybody's or nobody seems to want to spend money on ads, should we say? So at the same time, we're building a Facebook pixel list to retarget these people, and we're also figuring out, is it worth spending any money? We're spending money on Facebook ads, we're spending money on YouTube ads, we're spending money on ad hits, banner exchanges, but this is an avenue that I haven't really done much with, and so far it's only been one day, so I can't go daft. So give that post a read over. It explains most of what I'm saying here. But the analytics, again, what we've been doing just since yesterday with this on those 4 exchanges, we can see. I'm just going to refresh this page. This is again trying to explain this to somebody. Like, we could all do this individually, but it took me 2 years nearly to figure all this out. If someone wants to do it, if they think they can do it by themselves, there's no ulterior motive here. We're all working as a team. If my downline don't make any money, I'm not going to make any money. So my motive is to help everybody. So we're going to share as a team the information. And again, it helps all of us to know, are we wasting our time? Are we getting results? Which ones are good? Which ones are bad? But just to give you an idea, from May the 27th to May the 29th, so I've just refreshed the screen, I'm already starting to see results, and we're going to share this on Monday. This is why we're doing it from sort of now till Sunday evening. And then we're going to have a look at it and see on Monday on the Zoom, is it worth it? Or is it worth spending our ad budget from the ad spots on these programs? So at the minute, traffic ad bar, this is just, like I said, from May the 27th to the 29th. It's had 925 views, the bounce rate, but what's important is the session duration. You know, that's not bad at all. Link collider, 31 seconds. It's not so good. It's not terrible, but those sort of results is just one day. We need at least a team effort. Normally, I would say if I was doing this myself, a month. If we're all doing it as a team effort and doing the team plan, we'll get a month's results in a week if everybody's doing it. But it's, you know, we're always going to get members coming, oh, well, I've got no sign-ups. But I say, well, what have you done? And I'm not babysitting everybody. We're here as a team. So this is the way. If somebody wants to work as a team, they want to help get results, they don't want to spend any money, this is the way. Follow the team plan. Traffic ad bar, that one I think is on, you know, when you've got those links on the bottom of a website, I think that's absolutely rubbish. Free ad swap, that's one of the ones we've been testing. Hungry hits, those are not bad at all. But again, that's just one day. We can't. But what we want to do is over the week is see. Obviously, if we're all doing our team plan, we're going to see as these numbers go up a good average. This is not a good average. We can't really judge anything, but we're going to see just an example in a week's time. If that's still 2 minutes 30, we know we can spend some money in traffic ad bar and get some good results. We don't want to be spending money. I don't know what that is. Ad click express, 72 hits, not even a second. So that tells us straight away we don't want to waste our ad budget on that particular, if it stays like that. So that's basically what we're going to be doing. And just to recap for the team plan, we'll get obviously the eyes on the early birds. We'll collect Facebook pixels. We'll get analytics to see which is good and which is not good, so we'll know where to spend more money. I just want to have a look at, this is real-time analytics. There's not much going on at the minute, but we have a system. It's not just post like lunatics all over the place, and you know, there's something behind it. And the Facebook pixels, behind all the splash pages in the websites, there's a cookie, Facebook cookie, and it collects that person, so let's just say Richard goes to the early birds right now. I've grabbed his Facebook pixel. I've grabbed his cookie. Doesn't matter if it's not Facebook. It's as long as that pixel is embedded in that website, and I've given notice to Richard, which I have, because when he goes, you'll see a pop-up saying, "Watch out, I'm doing this, so I'm going to retarget you." And if you click OK, he's accepting the terms. So everything's compliant with Facebook. Everything's compliant with the new laws. I had to jump through a few hoops, to be honest, with Facebook, but it's all done. Everything's done. But what we've got from the early birds pixel so far, we have 18,000 people to target. So when we do a paid ad on Facebook, say to Facebook, only send it to those people. So we're not advertising to strangers, we're advertising to people who've already been to one of our splash pages or early birds and whatever. And this is it only stores the pixel for 180 days. So over the last 180 days, we've had 18,000 unique people click one of our splash pages or websites. And this is, again, what we're doing now on the team plan. We're going to raise that pixel audience. So when we're spending, again, money on Facebook ads from the ad spots, not out of Jim's pocket. Jim's lend, the ad spot's about $500. I checked it yesterday. So again, the same person who was making stupid comments, I'm $500 out of pocket on the ad spot. And there's always somebody suspicious, and they think, oh, there's always not everybody online's a crook. There's some normal people out here, and I'm one of them. So we want to raise that audience, so we'll get more value for money on the Facebook ads. And again, just as I'll just refresh this page. Some people will not have a clue what I'm talking about here, but I just want to, try and explain we're not a bunch of lunatics just posting ads out all over the place. So this is the Facebook pixel. This is the pixel ID. What's behind the pages? The last one was received 11 minutes ago for the early birds. And then just give you an idea where they're coming from. And you could drive yourself bonkers. And some people haven't got the time for this. But if you want targeted marketing and you want to know what's going on, it's part of the job. It really is. But again, some people just come online, they see a program, throw $35 in, and then they don't, that's it. So as a team, everybody's sharing the experiences and working together as a team. But we all have to do a bit. Sharing the team plan and doing the team plan gets these results. And it gives us something to look at. But this is just an example. That was, I think, 11 minutes ago. Today we've had, so today's activities, we've received 1.6 thousand Facebook pixels. And it's shown us just, you could, like I say, you could drive yourself bonkers, but this is where the last one come from, Link Collider. Hungry for hits, ads earn Bitcoin. These is in order of where they come from. Traffic ad bar, free ad swaps. So what we're doing on these traffic exchanges is already collecting Facebook pixels. And when we do the next paid ad on Facebook, all these people are going to see our team build ads on their Facebook walls. It's targeted marketing, and doing it individually, you've got no chance. You've got to work this as a team. There's no other way. But you can just see, my viral links, Link Collider, hungry for hits, free. They're coming because we've been clicking like lunatics. BTC Early Birds training video. That's a video on the Early Birds Media Center. So that I have pixels plastered all over the place to pick up. But you get, like I said, this is just the top 100 for the last 100 of the day. Shows you iPad, desktop. It shows you where they're coming from. I could even go to the country. I could drive you all bonkers with the stats. But the most important is how many we're getting daily, where they're coming from, the analytics of how long they're staying on the page. Do they go to a new page? Like a bounce rate means, let's just say you go to a splash page. it'll pick up that you've gone to the splash page. If you close that splash page, the bounce rate would be 100%. So that's saying out of 925 people, 12% have gone on and you know, viewed something else, clicked something on that page, which is not bad at all. When you've got this one, just an example, I honestly don't know who's using that. AdClicks Express. It's early days, but that's saying 100% of the people, so not one person has clicked a link on that page, and they haven't even stayed on the page average a second. So that's telling me, so I suspect that's a little bit, you know, but again, in a week's time, we'll get a better idea. But that's just that would, for me, that would be an alarm bell. TrafficG.com, 100%. So not one person's clicking, less than a second. Again, 37 people, you kind of judge it. But if we do this in a week's time, we'll see the top 100 or whatever. We could spend all day. But look at Facebook referrals. Eh? So we've had the ads that I've been clicking on Facebook. This is not the team, because we haven't started it yet. So the ads I've clicked on Facebook, it's had 34 clicks. These are little posts, all, you know, clickable ads or whatever. It's had 34 clicks. Look at the bounce rate. 62% have gone on to something else, clicked something else. So this is Facebook free ads, not paid ads. Eh? The average time, nearly 9 minutes. So social media posting works, but we need volume. And working as a team gets volume. I hope I'm not overloading everybody. You might have to watch it. You might have to watch this twice. But basically, what we need to do is work as a team. Go to the team plan every day. Copy whatever image we've put in there, because we all want volume, and you know, do that every day for a week, and then come back on Monday and look at the analytics, and you'll see what working as a team does. I've already started to see from 5 people doing this. Yeah, the other thing, Happy Travels. To be honest, I thought it was going to be today, but if you pop over to Happy Travels Facebook group, there's a pinned post there, an announcement. Tomorrow there's a webinar. Register for the webinar. This is important, what I'm going to say. Register for the webinar. They're going to give you, obviously we can all read, they're going to give you the details of the webinar. Add it to your Google Calendar or what have you, but you'll receive an email with a webinar link. It's very important. Do not give that webinar link out to anybody else. And I know that happened in the previous. When you get that webinar link, if you just read underneath, it tells you, do not give that link out to anybody. It's unique to you. If you want somebody to invite somebody to the webinar, give them that link. Send them over to the Happy Travels site and give them that link and let them register themselves. Because if you give your link out and they get there before you not get in the meeting. And this meeting is an important one. This program, again, that name deceives it. It's going to explode. I can feel it. I had a meeting yesterday with a Russian, which is my sponsor. And we'll have another meeting later on. We're coming up with a strategy plan for traffic. We'll have a team builder in Russia, a leader in Russia, a leader in Poland. My sponsor is the Russian one. The Polish one's like the Russian's partner. They've been working a long time. And then the Canadian one speaks Russian, who's attached to those two, and he's attached to the owner. So that's where we are in the tree, the tree of things. But he's flying off today. I was hoping for a meeting today, but he's the translator for the Russian and the Polish. So he's the king. Once he's landing wherever he's landing, he has to find a good internet connection. Let us know, and we'll arrange a final strategy meeting with the whole team. Because I want, the Early Birds has got a system. We're helping everybody get their two. Yes, forgot. Sorry, waffling again. The rotator. What we're going to do now is everybody who's joining the $35 level, we're adding to the rotator to get 2 signups. The team rotator, which is the ad spot is going to be promoting the team rotator link. 5 or 6 admins is promoting the team rotator link. We want you to all promote your own links. But the rotator is a help. So anybody who's joining $35 initial buy-in, we'll add them to the rotator till they get 2 paid signups at a ratio of 1 in the rotator. Anybody who's joining stage 1 and 2, we'll add them to the rotator till they get 4 paid signups at a ratio of 2, so they'll get twice as many hits as the person who's joining it at 35. We think that's fair because obviously if they've invested more money into the system, we have to help them a bit more. But it's again help. It doesn't mean that they're going to join and just do now, or you can join and do now, but you know, it's online marketing, you've got to promote it. It's the rotator from the early birds is a help. But anyway, I want to just nip over, this is what I've been doing. So I'll just give you a quick rundown. To be honest, it's a bit memorizing. Those are the 4 traffic exchange programs. I'll be truthful, I was a little bit skeptical after until the day, to be honest. So once you've logged in, we've all been in these exchanges before. You log in, you register your website, you do your settings and what have you. And once you start surfing, I've made 4 little windows. And basically, you just, like Tony said, I might have to re-log in and just click away. And I do this like once or twice every couple hours. And with 4, literally. But again, my skepticism comes. Does everybody do this? I don't know. But looking at the results from yesterday, and again, it's only 1 day, but I do this maybe 10 minutes and then I stop because it drives it drives the crackers. And I think, oh, I'll do one more. And then, but the hits are coming. I'm watching the stats, but I'm not. It could be a complete waste of time. I don't know. I really don't know. But this is how we're going to find out. Do we spend our ad spot budget to find out if it's a waste of time, or do we all do a little bit of a team play, a bit of an effort to find out is it a waste of time? And we'll sure find out. I don't know what's going on here. But again, after 10 minutes, so there I'm just getting 500 points bonus or whatever. But you get the idea. If you do that 10 minutes a day and everybody's doing a little bit, lots of little bits makes a lot. And we won't go like I think I would end up having an epileptic fit if I did that for like more than 20 minutes. But you get the idea. As I'm talking, you know, normally I'm doing my work on one screen and just every so often nipping over here, just clicking away. And there's only, I think, 4 or 5 of us started doing this last night, just as a test. And then today really is our first day, and I'm watching now. There's 15 hits. Actually, I can show you from here. I keep forgetting. 1 second. There's the analytics. So that's the live stats right now. This is what's happening as we speak. Again, so we've got 4 directs, you know, from direct links. Traffic ad bar. I think that one's like the messages. They're a bit hungry for hits. So you can see, you know, what's happening already. And that's just after a couple of clicks. But what's that going to do? Everybody who's doing these ad exchanges, they're going to get early birds in the face. We need to get early birds in everybody's face in the 3-step team build. I'm going to need to find out whether it's worth spending any money, any of our ad budget. So I'm going to stop sharing. I think I waffled like long enough. I'm going to take everyone off mute and unmute all. Now, has anybody got any questions for what I've just said there? And somebody better have a question today. Come on, somebody. No, so that was perfectly clear.
Yeah.
Hey, I must be getting good because normally I get like after this hangout. If people don't know, normally when we stop recording, we'll get a lot of questions. Nobody likes to speak. Just looking who's on the Hangout. Brian, Tammy, Brian, another Brian, Jim, Alice. I can't believe nobody's got a question. But I'll just stop waffling anyway. So
I have a question.
Go on then, Tammy. Your volume's really low, eh?
Oh, okay. I don't know why, but let me check here. It's on your end, isn't it?
It might be. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Sorry.
So it's one thing to know that we're getting clicks and we're getting the pixels, so none of it's wasted energy anyway. We're getting the pixels. But when it comes to conversions, is there a way for us in the future to figure out a way that tracks actual conversions from these particular pages?
It's hard because normally you've got a second, just an example for Google Analytics, you can put a second code. You know, you've got one code on your Facebook, on your splash page example, and then you put another pixel on your sales page. But because these programs are not our programs, I can't get access to the sales bit. You know what I mean? So normally when someone lands on a sales page, a splash page, my Facebook will pick up what they're doing.
Oh, so like in our programs that we're promoting, since we don't have access to that.
Exactly. I would need access to their back office and be able to put my code. Normally, if I was selling something of my own, I've got the first pixel, which is the entry point.
Right.
And then when they press pay, it would then divert them after they've paid to another page. And that the second pixel would tell us how the ratio of conversions from views to pay.
Okay.
But the only thing really we can do as far as Google Analytics is view how long they're spending on the page, and are they clicking something on the page. You know what I mean? If someone, I'll just quickly share my screen again. I know I just wanted to go over that a little bit. I mean, you can get a lot of information. You can see where they're coming from, what countries they're coming from, what are they using, an iPad, a phone, the age. There's so many things you pick up on but the basics. I mean, look, this is the live stats right now. Can I get a thumbs if I'm sharing? Yeah, okay. So as you see now, there's 33 people. Traffic Godboss took a huge spike. That one's the main view, I think. Direct, we've got 4 people, which is basically just gone to the website. But again, because we haven't got access to their sales page, so to speak, their site, I cannot get that conversion. Just have a look at the content again. That's the traffic source. This is the live stats. So at the minute, work together, win together, which is it's getting 28 hits, which is that site. The SEO title for that page is work together, win together. So that's telling me now 28 people are watching that site right now. That one, I'm not sure what that is, not set. I'll have to have a look at that. Ads in Bitcoin. That's again another one of our programs. Somebody's on there right now. But the main activities from there. Locations, just an example. And this is important as well, when you're doing a location. When you buy traffic, let's just say you go to a traffic site and they say, I'll send you 5,000 hits. I'll watch that. I'll send the traffic as a test, and I'll watch. Sometimes, just a splash page, and I'll say, okay, I'll buy 1,000 hits, and then all of a sudden you see, and that happens regularly because that's where I find out which is the bots and which are not. All of a sudden you've got like 50, 60 hits in America, all from the same place, which is a bot. It's literally just sending traffic to a bot, which is ripping your eyes out. And that's again a way of finding out. There you've got a general spread. You've got Thailand, Switzerland, Russia, Netherlands, Iran, India, France. There's nothing sticks out there to say, somebody's is just giving you junk traffic. It's spread out all over the place. And again, this is live stats. There's honestly, these analytics could drive you bonkers, but you get a lot of good information. there's different sources, different information you can get, but it's sorry, I know I'm waffling. I'll stop sharing. But as far as the conversions at the minute, we're spending a lot of time on Abby because that's about to explode, and it's that Abby is out of the 3 team builds. Abby is the potential for residual good income if you're working on it. Team Builder BTC is a feeder for text ads, advertising business, and it's a small feeder.
Can you mute people unless they have a question?
Yeah, well, I'll mute everybody. If anybody's got a question, just pop it in the chat, and then I'll unmute them. The second one is a long-term, drop 20 in there, promote it, and over time it'll build. But the third one is one we're spending a lot of time on, and so far, the conversion rate of sign-ups to people paying. I was working this out before the Hangout. So for every 2.14 persons who's signing up from one of our links from the rotator, it's literally members in, members paid. Every 2.14 sign up pays in. So it's like a ratio, just under 50%. So, we're posting these ads out all over the place. Personal, rotator links, so whatever, it's the whole team. It's just an average of 2 to 1, which is amazing, to be honest. If it stays that way, we'll be laughing. It really will. But there's this program, I'm pretty sure there's lots to come. But I don't see any chats, any questions in the chat. Anybody got anything before we hang up? But basically, what we're going to do is we're going to do another Zoom. We'll have a Zoom on Friday, I think, the normal Zoom on Friday. But then on Monday, we'll go through the analytics on this page. So if you're watching this and you're a team player, obviously you don't want to spend any money. I don't want you to spend any money because we don't know if it's a waste of money or not. But at the worst case scenario, it gets the early birds out there. It collects some Facebook audience. Early birds, yes, Brian. Well, if we go to again, I'll just quickly share my screen before we go off. Brian's asking, just to confirm, we're testing with the earlybirdsteambuild.com. So I'll just nip over again to the Early Birds Facebook room on the team plan, which is in the file section. Just click team plan, and then this is the URL that we're testing with in the traffic exchanges. So that's the URL we're loading on those 4 traffic exchanges. You might be already in them. To be honest, we're not after referrals because we don't want anybody to spend any money. I honestly don't know. This is what I think. Let's just say that's Tammy's, that's Steph's, that's Jim's, that's Tony's. It could be anybody. I honestly don't know. I just said to keep it fair, but just I'll give a link out. If you don't want to join or play, I don't even know what you get out of it. If maybe you get bonus hits or something, I honestly don't know. But we're not after the referrals. Just if you're already in them, just use your own account. Those are just for examples of people who are not in Traffic Ad Bar. They can click there. If they're not in Free Ad Swap, they can click there. Or you can just go to the .com. We're not after the referrals. We're after the traffic. So it's just, but just to confirm, yes, Brian, we're going for that. I'll just stop sharing. Just looking for any more questions. Right, I think we're done. But I would seriously suggest, obviously we want everyone to join and pay and blah, blah, blah. But Abby I think that Visa card, and there's a MasterCard coming, I think that's going to draw a lot of eyes on the prize. There's a lot in there. If you, again, go to the media center, the Early Birds Media Center, you'll see a lot of information videos of what's in the back office before you even join. But I suspect everybody in the Andy is going to be promoting this very soon. And I think we're in a good spot. Put it that way. Right, I'll see you all Friday. and I'll stop recording and have a good week and get cracking, eh? Team players only.